Hello and welcome, this is Chris from MasterShed in my first and hopefully not my last speaky video. Today I'll be looking at all 16 minifigures from seasons 14 of the minifigure sets from LEGO. With Halloween approaching, I thought the spooky theme to be apt. Firstly, I have to say how impressed I am with them. After staring at the figures in Star Wars and other theme sets, these are a revelation. There's so much character and tons of detail. So let's begin. Starting with the werewolf, he has a custom shaped head and a tailpiece that sits between the legs and the body. Now, he's going to be annoyed at ripping that lumberjack shirt. Also, I've no idea what he's killed to get that massive bone from. It's pretty cool though. Next up, we have a zombie pirate, complete with wooden leg and a hook for one of his hands. He's looking pretty mean with that snarl showing over the zombie beard of his. I'm not entirely sure why they decided to include such a massive sword, rather than something more cutlass-like. One of my favourites next, it's the crazy scientist guy. I'm hoping that's the purple potion it's slopped over his tunic. The double height head is an amazing touch, and the goggle eyes add the extra touch of charisma here. Wacky Witch comes up next. I'm not entirely sure why she's described as wacky. Perhaps witches don't usually dress in purple? That's wacky. Covering her legs is a purple skirt and she's accompanied by a little black cat. Plants Monster looks absolutely terrified, as if he's turned up in the wrong set and wants it to end soon. He does, however, come with a massive head covering and completely printed body and legs. That's a nice touch. Fly Monster is another figure with a non-standard head. This features large bug-like translucent eyes. He's also equipped with wings and a very lobster-like claw. I can't fault this one, but it's nothing to get excited about. Floating up out the ground comes the Spectre. His semi-transparent base allows him to float towards you with a slightly dopey look in his face. His torn cape and chain round off the look. Next we have a zombie cheerleader. She's looking slightly embarrassed to be here. Perhaps she's too cool for LEGO, although no one with those teeth should be judging. So, if you hear a rustle of pom-poms, it could be the zombie cheerleader. Another of my favourites is the Tiger Woman. Featuring an all-over body print with the ears poking up through the hair and a lot of face detail, she could be on the base of a party rather than an actual villain. I'm not entirely sure what the belt's for either. Oh, get on her wrong side and you'll meet the whip. The shortest of the lot is this little gargoyle chap. The wings and heads are very effective, but the monochrome look doesn't give you a lot to talk about. He could feature nicely in another set, such as a castle or a mansion one. This skeleton guy isn't kidding anyone. Perhaps he's on his way to a party with a tiger lady. As a costume piece, it's pretty cool. With his hollow pumpkin to collect the treats, he'd have a good night. Monster Rocker is longing for the heyday of rock and roll. Or as the cool print on the back of his shirt says, shock and roll. He's looking pretty smug, so I'm sure he can bang out some tunes in that 3-string guitar. A Frankenstein's monster headpiece tops him off nicely. Poor zombie businessman. He looks like he still can't quite believe what's happened to him. I love the ragged and torn suit, and his smashed lens detail on the glasses. The newspaper toad is a hoot too. Next up comes the Banshee. Like the Spectre, she's forming up out the ground on a semi-transparent stand. She looks more distraught than shrieking. Perhaps she's a Banshee with feelings. When I looked at the available characters, I wasn't sure which one was going to be called Squarefoot. Until I saw the Bigfoot character, of course. He wouldn't look out of place in many sets. Minimal detail on the body, but makes up for that with a custom headpiece. I'm guessing he's stolen the camera from an opportunistic photographer, so the mystery will still live on. Finally, we have Spider Lady. Not a woman to be messed with, but would I be more scared of the fangs or the 50s style beehive haircut? She's the only character in the set with the sloping brick legs. And she carries a spider, which is all in keeping with the design. The icing on the cake is her transparent spiderweb cape and ruff. So, that's the complete set. My favourites have to be the Crazy Scientist and the Tiger Woman. Do you have a favourite? If so, please comment below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.